keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. Rick Ross has been on a run. Yeah, he's going on every podcast that's willing to listen. You heard? Whether it's dissing Biggs, whether it's dissing 50 Cent, yeah, Yayo, Uncle Murder. Hey, he gotta find a way to sell them albums. And now he's going in on the man that he basically stole his whole identity? Oh, nah, this is getting nasty, y'all. Rick Ross has to be the most diabolicalest guy in hip-hop history.
Shout outs to Harlem Legend, man. Because we have to establish some shit right now. This is Smoke and Mirrors when you tired of being gassed. And we got the setup. We set up different. We're going to give you the TV action so you can see what's going on while we do the vlog. You feel me? But what I'm going to let Harlem Legend do, shout outs to Harlem Legend. Make sure y'all go follow his TV program on YouTube. He be giving out dope dialogue. I'm going to let bro talk about what he talking about. And then we going to get into this, man. Because at the end of the day, this nigga Rick Ross is bugging the fuck out. Max B bugging the fuck out. And we going to talk, B.
Yeah, because he's on a run right now. Whether it's dissing Biggs, whether it's dissing, hey, look, Rory and Maul, whether it's dissing 50 Cent, Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, he's trying to sell albums and books right now. Well, to be honest with all of y'all, now he comes out and he's dissing the real Freeway Ricky Ross. Yeah, he's throwing all kind of insults. Yeah, it's nasty, y'all. It's nasty out here. I ain't gonna lie. These are the people we made rich, right? So he goes on the PBD podcast, right? Those of you that don't know, Patrick Bet Davis, right? He goes on the podcast. He's more on the conservative side, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy's more on the conservative side. And he actually interviewed the real Freeway Ricky Ross at one time. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? He interviewed the real one. Well, look. The rapper Rick Ross, he gets a little shaken up whenever the real Freeway Ricky Ross name comes around because he starts throwing all kind of insults and it gets disgusting. This might be one of the worst interviews Rick Ross has ever put out as far as arrogance and disgust. It just disgustes what he did. Pay attention.
A period of my life that I kept bringing people on because I wanted to find out who killed Tupac. So I brought on Freeway Rick Ross. I don't know what it was, probably 10 years ago. I did podcasts 2 times with him. And he came on and we spoke. And your name came up. Because in the lawsuit, he tried to sue you twice. I've never seen somebody try to sue somebody twice. That at the end, is it true that at the end of the lawsuit, he had to pay for your legal fees?
He wasted a lot of people's time. I hope he's coping with the crack addiction that he's been dealing with this whole time. And I hope your listeners, I hope you didn't disappoint your listeners listening to that shit. I just hope, man, you gotta maintain a certain level of quality, and you've allowed it to dip to a few times.
Putting him on.
I mean, you should go and look at your ratings. Pull up the ratings. Right.
See, so Rick Ross makes himself look very, very, very stupid here. I gotta be honest, he makes himself look ignorant. You heard? And yes, we do know, if you read the book, the real Freeway Ricky Ross has had drug problems in the past. Yeah, Rick Ross tries to paint this picture on this man that he's...
Now, this is what I don't like about you weirdo niggas out here is that soon as the truth starts to air out and it comes to the point, y'all motherfuckers want to start taking shots and trying to deflect and go away from the truth that's taking place right now. Because right now, Rick Ross, you are bugging the fuck out. I don't know what you smoking in that cigar. I don't know what you smoking down there in Miami. I don't know what got you floating so high on a cloud to where you taking shots at somebody whose life and image and likeness you stole. That's nerve and audacity. And that's a lot of people that's out here roaming around, acting like they putting on and doing their numbers, and they not doing shit. Y'all out here stealing people's images. Y'all out here saying that y'all started shit, just like a nigga's tried to say he started a company that I funded. How you start a company that I funded? You didn't fund nothing. Rick Ross bugging though. You took this man's likeness and this man's image and you stole his whole identity and you made a career off of it, bro. Let me get this light out the way. You made a whole career off of this man's image. And then you got rich, and then you talking shit. Every time somebody mentions the real Rick Ross, you get in your feelings. Max B smoking dope. Y'all niggas is smoking drugs. I don't know if you niggas is doing drugs or just living under rocks and shit for y'all niggas to even think that y'all could come at some of the greats, legends. Come on, man. Then you got Rick Ross out here taking shots at people. We understand you trying to sell a book, but that ain't gonna get it for you. You out here trying to sell a book, but nobody really fucks with you because you stole somebody's image. Max B, let me give you a word of advice, Max B. Stop playing around and going after the vets and the greats, because what you doing is you making yourself look real fucking stupid too. There's a lot of smut on your name. There's people that's having interviews talking about what you did and somebody suffering for the things that you said. Free that man. But the thing that's the problem is that you fucking rappers nowadays, y'all have the audacity and the arrogance. So what? You niggas is getting some money. Y'all niggas' morals is fucked up. Y'all out here taking shots at people who made it possible for you niggas to get money. Rick Ross, I remember when Rick Ross was taking shots at Drake. Drake gave him a career, helped his career out. It's like y'all rappers be acting, how should I say this? Y'all rappers act like y'all got some humility, and then after somebody fuck with y'all and y'all get what y'all get, y'all turn around and y'all disrespect the same people who help put motherfucking situations in y'all pocket and help you niggas grow. I want to continue to hear what my boy Harlem Legend TV. Make sure y'all go follow my brother Harlem Legend TV. He got the shit jumping. Let's listen.
Man, he stole his whole goddamn image, from the bald head to the goddamn beard. He stole his whole image, and now you're on this podcast trying to make this man look crazy. Man, it gets worse, y'all, because Rick Ross makes himself look crazy right now. Because when you really break this down, the real Freeway Ricky Ross did numbers. Yeah, he does good when he goes on People Podcast because they actually know who he is. Pay attention.
YouTube Rick Ross, Bet David. Let's see how he performed. I don't know actually how he performed, but let's look it up. Type in Bet David and Rick Ross. Watch the cult guy come up first. 1.6 million.
The cult guy.
Yeah, but right there, that's Freeway Rick Ross was what, 6 years ago? Click on that. I think it
1.6 million views on his interview. What interview that you did went 1.6 million? And they talking about his life, not yours. Every time your name come up, every time your name come up, there's some theft involved. So let's listen.
performed pretty well. It did okay. 1.6 million.
Let's listen.
1.6 million. I guarantee you the interview he's on right now with Rick Ross won't do 1.6 million.
Probably won't even do a half a million.
Rick Ross has fell off bad. But let's let him talk himself to death.
You want to go to the comment section? Let's see what the audience said. So I'm trying to see. I'm giving you my last alley hoop, and I'm trying to see what you're going to do with this.
It's not an alley hoop. This is.
If you don't respect everyone, then you're disrespecting yourself.
This is.
Like this man.
Informant / crackhead.
But how can you have the audacity to talk about somebody being an informant / crackhead and you was a correction officer, Ricky? I mean, what's your name? Charles? You was a whole CO. So for you to try and bash somebody for being an informant or even working with the government, it is what it is. But you, Officer Ricky, you didn't have that same energy when everybody was out here exposing you to be the CO that you was. What you do, you denied it. Tried to save face, and then you ultimately admitted it because you couldn't run from the paperwork. They say paperwork don't lie. And if he did, he did. That man was moving tons of cocaine and tons of drugs for the CIA. And then when the CIA didn't feel like dealing with him no more, they put him in jail and tried to put him under the jail because he knew too much. You became a CO because your life directed you to be that. I'm not speaking in glorification for what Rick Ross, the original Freeway Ricky Ross, did. Shout outs to him. But niggas do what they got to do, and I ain't judging nobody. That man was working for the fucking CIA. The CIA is the reason why the drugs is in our community. The CIA is corrupt enough to where you can run around and fake with somebody's life and image. If you was going to disrespect this man, why did you take his name, like, and image? Salute to everybody that's tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the hype button. Let's have some dialogue. It's fucking people like this, right? That'll steal whatever you got going on. Act like they invented it. And then turn around and try to disrespect the real person behind the whole shit.
Rick Ross keeps calling this man a crackhead, an informant, and it shows you. It shows you, though, like he gets rattled whenever the real Ricky Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross name is mentioned. He didn't stop there, y'all, because he gets even more disrespectful because, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Patrick Bet-Davis, he's making sure he's asking the right question because he understands. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done his homework. And he's now coming at Rick Ross and letting him know, come on, homie, ain't you gonna give some props? I'm throwing you an alley. Ain't you gonna give this man some props that you actually took his image? Yeah, everything from the ball head all the way through. This is nasty work all the way around. These are the guys that we made rich, y'all. Pay attention.
Reason why you named yourself what you named yourself, or not at all? Is there any influence there?
He's a crackhead. What are you talking about?
Now, this is what bothers me. Your name is Charles. The man asked you, do we get any props for being an influencer? And you tried to disrespect this man, but you got this whole man's name and likeness. You know what you might have did for yourself? You might have made it hard for you to move around in that same Miami, Florida that you from. You don't know that man got so much respect and connections with big players that can really touch you out there. No freaking. You know your motherfucking your LA stops is limited where you're gonna be in the spot and then out the motherfucking state. You're not gonna roam around no more. What Rick Ross just did is put a target on his back, and if that's what you did to sell your new music and your books, you might not even make. You might make a few sales from your supporters and your followers, and you know people that you do business with that seem up with you. But you're not going to do good numbers because of the shots that you taking and the disrespect that you displaying. And you started your whole career off of stealing. Just like a couple of other rappers in this game. Niggas took niggas' lives and images, and now niggas is disrespectful. You, out of all people, officer, CO, correction officer, Charles.
Pull up crack. Pull up smoking crack. Freeway smoking crack. This is what you should be talking about on your.
Him smoking crack.
He's a sad individual. I'm just disgusted with this fat nigga. He's one of them fat niggas that never really was somebody until he got an opportunity to become somebody. He probably was one of them CO niggas that niggas used to disrespect in the jail. Fuck you, fat nigga. Fuck you, fat boy. You fat fuck. You out here disrespecting niggas who your life started, your life and career in the rap game started from stealing this man's identity, man. And you gonna try and mock the man. See, it's people like you that don't get far. See, what you doing is you burning your own self in this game. And you might got a decent amount of money right now, but your lifestyle is going to make you go broke. What if they cancel you? I'm just saying, what if? What if the game decides to cancel you? Where do you go from here? Where does Rick Ross go from here? When the game wants to cancel Rick Ross, what is Rick Ross, not the real Rick Ross, the legendary hustler, what is the officer Rick Ross is going to do if the game decides to cancel you because you played yourself in the worst way? Because that's what you're working on. You're working on the game canceling you. A lot of people ain't gonna fuck with you. I'm telling you, you done did something to yourself and you might have shot yourself in the foot. Just like this other goofball, Max B. Max B out here dumbing out.
Letting me down. You're disappointing me because where's the crack? Pull it up. I don't see it. Pull up the headlines.
You're saying now we're back in the days. Because we know back in the days he had issue.
That man had an issue way before your rap career started. You saw what that man was doing, and now all of a sudden you want to take shots at that man's drug history? Why didn't you do that when you were starting your career? Because I'm pretty much sure that you done researched this man's whole life, and you only took the drug dealing out this man's life and turned it into your life. In the beginning, you never hustled all them drugs. You said you did. You said you know the real Noriega. How you know the real Noriega? Noriega passed away a long time ago before your rap career. None of the big bosses in Miami, them big street niggas know who you was. You was out there trying to become a correction officer because you didn't know which direction your life was going to go into. You was trying to build a career because you didn't know what the fuck your life was going to turn out to be. Until you decided one day you wanted to be a rapper. Why couldn't you rap about being a correction officer? Why couldn't you rap about locking people up? This is what kills the rap game. Is that all you rappers that get out here and portray to be these gangsters and big time drug dealers and transporters? Y'all niggas don't be doing shit. Y'all broke. And in the beginning, your career was to be a correction officer. You went through the academy. You took the pictures in a fucking uniform. You took the pictures in a uniform, my nigga. So how could you take shots at a legend who had a drug habit, who had an old drug addiction? He kicked it. He's out here successful. And the only thing you could do is take shots at the man history because it always comes up about you stealing this man's life and likeness.
Well, see, he's trying to spin the narrative into the now. Yeah, we know back in the days, if you read the book and you know the history, yeah, he had.
Freeway Ricky Ross went on an interview and told the interviewer that he had a drug addiction while he was out there moving all that work. He had a drug addiction. He's surrounded by all that work. And most of the drug dealers back in them days was using their own drugs they was using. They was moving. This nigga don't know nothing. When Freeway Ricky Ross was out there moving around and doing his numbers, you, Charles, you was a little kid trying to figure out if you was going to be able to play football or breathe. You was the fat boy who ate all the snacks in the house. And you sound like one of them type of people that do a lot of crying when somebody call you on shit. Oh, man, I don't want to talk about it. Man, why y'all talking about it? Why don't y'all talk about this? It's always the negative with your bitch ass. Niggas made your career. Drake made you famous to a point where you got a lot of money right now and you took a shot at that man. You's a weirdo, Officer Charles.
Drug, he was moving a lot of it. The same fake image that you're trying to portray by rapping about it. This is nasty, y'all.
No, nothing. I'm asking to pull it up. Yeah. Where's the facts? We talk.
Why would you play games and say you don't know nothing about it? You asking to pull it up. You want to see facts. Man, you researched that man's whole life. You didn't need this interview for you to be proven a fact that this man had an old drug addiction. You knew about it because you researched this man's life. That's the goofy shit in you niggas, man. And it don't even be you rappers. It be some of you niggas out here moving around and y'all niggas be acting like y'all lives is like it, y'all portray it to be, and y'all niggas be lying, bro. The shit's ridiculous. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody that's like that. These niggas just be doing too much.
Facts. When he sued me, he had to admit the facts about him being an informant, cooperating with this and that.
I know that. We talked about that. That's not something that we.
Why you not? That's what people.
Oh, that was the conversation.
But you want to keep stressing that. I'm gonna keep stopping because I have to build on this imitator and this perpetrator. You want to keep pressing about this man having an old drug addiction or working with the government to take down the CIA, the same people who you worked for. You didn't work for the CIA, but you worked for the government. You was a CO. You want to point out so much and emphasize that this man was an informant, but you was a legal correctional officer. As soon as somebody point that out, you don't want to talk about that, huh? Rumor circulating Uncle Murder want to fight. He want to box. He hollered at Aiden Ross, and he trying to get you in the ring. Why don't you accept the challenge? That's 50 Cent's goon. That's 50 Cent's young. That's 50 Cent's bull. No freaky. He's stepping out for all the disrespect you sending at him, his peoples, 50 Cent, Yayo, the whole clique. Uncle Murder challenged you to put gloves on and box. We're going to watch that on the Raw Report. Shout outs to Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. We're going to get into that. Hold on.
So that's why the interview did well, because we specifically talked about that. He had a big role in it.
You ain't mentioning it to me.
Oh,
man.
no.
He was abusing crack.
Yeah.
I'm sure he came and lied to you and told you he made $3 million.
Why you so into watching this man's pocket? You's a whole nigga. You stressing to the interviewer why you ain't bringing it up with me that he used to smoke. Because the interview ain't about what he used to do. The interview was supposed to be with you, but you so busy spewing hate. The hate can't hide no more from you motherfuckers like this. Y'all niggas get a lot of money and then y'all turn into haters, bro. How you hating somebody and you got a lot of money, you got all this shit going eyes to promote the book and the bullshit music you coming out with. That's why you took the shot at Drake on the verses with French Montana and Max B. It's fitting how a CO and an inmate who pleaded in a case that gave back 57 years and his co-defendant is doing life right now. Y'all niggas had a versus, and y'all are the two niggas that's taking shots at legends. Y'all gotta be sharing the same dust down there. Something you niggas is doing something down there. So
$1 a day, and did he ever show you a home?
No.
Did he ever show you a home?
He said he.
Did he?
why do he have to show hoes? You know about all the money he made. You know about the shit he got seized from him. It's weirdos like you, but let's get into this though. I want to see this though, because I want to see what you're gonna say to this. I seen this today. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull this up, man, because this nigga's getting on my nerves. This nigga's getting on my nerves, bro. Let's see what you gonna do to this, man. Cause niggas done caught you out, man. Let's see what you do with this, man. Cause I wanna know what you doing with this, man. Tony Yayo said he wants to fight. Tony Yayo said he wants to fight. Shout outs to YouTube. We gotta pay the bills. We know we gotta pay the bills, but we gonna get into this because I want to hear what Tony Yayo says about you, fat boy. You taking too many shots at these legends. You and Max B, y'all niggas is smoking too much garbage, bro. Fuck is on your mind?
What we get into next? Ray J. If I had one fist, pause.
Let's talk about this. I want to hear what Tony Yayo.
Is there any two celebrities that you guys would love to see do a boxing match that maybe Aiden Ross could put together? Maybe somebody y'all would want to jump in the ring with?
Nah, I wouldn't want to be into that.
I jump in the ring. The ring with Officer Ricky.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I jump in the ring with him.
All right.
Oh boy, you heard what Uncle Murder said. He said, "Put the gloves on, nigga. MMA or boxing." Let's talk.
Maybe somebody y'all would want to jump in the ring with?
Nah, I wouldn't want to be into that.
I jump in the ring. The ring with Officer Ricky.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I jump in the ring with him.
All right, well that would be great. I would
definitely want to see that. I'm not gonna lie.
I jump in the ring
You
with
know,
him.
it's a big weight difference, but you just gotta stick and
beat
move.
the shit out there.
No, I know you'll beat him, but I'm just saying we're gonna try to smother you with the weight.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Uncle Murder disrespectful. He say he beat the shit out you. Put the gloves on. That nigga say you too fat. You can't move around. Show him what you bout. You and DJ Khaled out there running around. Your titties shaking, no freaky. Uncle Murder said he'll beat the shit out you. Let's hear you talk about that, officer.
I want to see that. I'm not gonna lie.
I jump in the ring.
You know, it's a big weight difference, but you just gotta stick and
beat
move.
the shit out there.
No, I know you'll beat him, but I'm just saying we're gonna try to smother you with the weight. But I don't want to make the show about
catch a season.
Yo, Murder, let me ask you something. Let me ask you how y'all feel. Summertime is coming, right?
Yes.
So we could call it. Y'all want to call it a team takeover or YN?
We ain't even gonna get too far in that. You heard what Uncle Murder said. Uncle Murder said he'll beat your ass. Now that's something we want to see. The people want to see that. Can we see this? Can we see that? Can we see Uncle Murder and Rick Ross go at it? Can we see that? I think the people want to see that. I don't think you want that though. I don't think you built for that type of energy, bro. I don't think you ready for that type of energy. I don't believe Rick Ross got it in him to get out here and get the scrapping. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But since you want to call people informants, right? Since you want to call people informants, right? Let's go into this, right? Because you had a lot of beef with a lot of people, man. Let's see. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Let's see what your life was like. Let's see what your life was like, Officer Ricky. Let's see what your life was like.
The truth behind Rick Ross's past as a correctional officer was finally revealed, but many people missed it. When Rick Ross was exposed as a CO,
that's your grill. That's your face in a correction officer's uniform.
Many people felt that it destroyed his credibility. But 15 years later,
nah, that can't be you. That can't be you. Hold on. We're going to let the people see this. That can't be you, Officer Rick Ross. No way. That cannot be you. That is not you. Those look like cut off sweats. Those look like dirty wallabies. Those wallabies look a little dirty.
Miami legend and founder of Zopalm, Ali Zoe, reveals the truth behind Rick Ross's past as a correctional officer.
So his story about becoming a CO.
Ali Zoe is considered one of the Zopalm people, right? There's a big thing about that with him. That's another story. But he's about to expose you, Rick Ross. This is you. You wasn't selling drugs and moving keys and knew the real Noriega when you was that person right there. That person was locking people up, strip searching people. You was on freaky timing. You was looking at men's private areas, allegedly. You had to do rounds and hit a phone and write in a book and serve trays, and you had to do a lot of police shit. So that means how many people did you give up in your city growing up because you had a police officer's mentality? You was already in you after that you became a correction officer. You was locking niggas up. So growing up, you had to have a policeman's mentality.
Off of like a bit of like an older homie dude in the streets asking him to do it as a favor. Like that story's true.
That's damn near accurate. Yeah, you're gonna do whatever for Booby. Booby is God bless his dead Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Mike Tyson in one. Then he's on rock.
God bless the dead. So somebody told you to go become a correction officer. You wanted to be in the streets so bad, and this real street nigga saw that you wasn't built for what the fuck was going on in Miami-Dade County at that time. The whole bottom of the map was dangerous back in them days. And you was a little fat nigga that used to eat the snacks and breathe heavy. And you wanted to dive in that real shit. Back then, Griselda was around. Griselda Blanco was around back then. So what the big homie in the street did is told you, nah, shorty, you gonna go be a CO. What you was gonna do? Be one of them COs that bring the contraband through? Why you wanted to be a cop after the fact that you told that you wasn't built for the street? The shit's only built for Cuban links. Shout outs to Raekwon and Ghostface. Niggas saw it in you. Man, go be a correction officer. We need somebody to bring the work through in case niggas get jammed up. Somebody got to bring the work through. That was your job, Goofy.
Yeah, you
okay. He did it for Booty.
Yeah.
Okay.
The truth behind Rick Ross's past as a
You became a correction officer for another grown man. And it wasn't your father, it wasn't your grandfather, it wasn't no sons in your family, it wasn't for your family. Another grown man told you to go be a correction officer, and you said okay. But we supposed to believe that you know the real Noriega? What Pablo are you talking about? Not the Pablo in your neighborhood. But you take somebody's image that was a drug kingpin, you steal a man's image, and then you disrespect the man. If that ain't the most delusional shit I've ever seen in my life, it'll never be. At the end of the day, you out of pocket. Max B, you out of pocket. I ain't forget about you. How dare you attest to Big Daddy Kane's accomplishments in this fucking game? I'm not a rapper, but I'm a fan of the rap culture, and I grew up in this shit. And how dare you disrespect the first nigga who invented the fly in the rap game? If you really want to ask me, he's the rapper that brought the sex appeal to the rap game, to make it possible for you to be successful with the sex appeal in the rap game. But you're a pop artist now because your rap game washed. But what about the shit you did, Max? What about your homeboy who's in jail? You and that girl had to testify against him. Both of y'all are here doing Vlad TV interviews, podcast interviews, getting money, coming up, and he's sitting in the fucking jail doing life because of what the fuck y'all all was in on. So something's sketchy about you, but you disrespected the greats and your name tarnished. So a lot of people floating around in the street that ain't rappers that's moving like these rappers. You got to really be careful about who you got around you, because these niggas will steal your image. I'm going to bring it into light. My clothing line, Stack Chicken. I have a clothing line called Stack Chicken. This one cat used to be my homeboy. He used to pull up, watch me work, print shit, because I got the equipment right here. Print shit, press shit, put it all together, right? Ask me for help to get the fabric to help him start his little brand, because he got ideas. I'm thinking we homeboys and all that, right? And this is somebody I done been in the rain, in the mud with, in the storms with, getting money with. So I'm showing them how to do shit. I ends up buying the fabric because I needed to get fabric for my line. I buys it in bulk, splits it down, do my homeboy a favor and give him a lane to get his own shit together. How the nigga in the street running around like he started the whole movement, when he came and watched everything I was doing, machines, he asked information about shit that I had, and next thing you know, he got it, and now he running around in the street saying to people like he started the mission. That's the fucking sucker shit that I don't agree with niggas like these niggas. Y'all niggas thieves, bro. Y'all niggas steal niggas' whole shit and then act like niggas didn't invent the shit that y'all stole, and y'all pumping like y'all invented it. Then y'all want to be disrespectful. Make your circle a dot. Keep your grass cut. Watch for these motherfucking snakes. Be observant of your surroundings. But most importantly, Stack Chicken. Stay away from these type of motherfuckers. Start doing a little bit of an analysis in your motherfucking circle. If you got a circle of people and you bringing up ideas and you just see somebody sitting back being quiet, you pay attention to that motherfucker the most. And the person who's trying to talk down on your dream, because eventually they already know it's a great dream and they trying to spark it they motherfucking self. Stack motherfucking chicken. You feel me? And let the haters keep hating. Till next time. I'll get with y'all next time. I'm about to go here and handle some business of mine, put together a magazine, probably press some motherfucking clothes. You know, I got a business circulating within my own home. I work from home and I make good money. And plus, I'm wealthy already. So at the end of the day, I know what it is. I already went through what I went through. So now I let them niggas do what they do and I do what I do. And I'll meet y'all niggas at the finish line. That's it. 100.